Davening with Parshat Lecha. In Parshat Lecha, again and again, Avram has promised various things. He's promised Israel, he's promised that he'll have many, many children, and each time, almost, it says, Vayiven Sham Mizbeach LaHashem, that he built an altar to Hashem. Namely, he thanked God for the good news. Vayiven Sham Mizbeach LaHashem Hanireh Elav, right at the beginning of the Parsha and other numerous times. And I think there's a message here for our davening. Many a times, and this is absolutely true, the word tefillah means request. And that's the crux of davening. Namely, the highest part of davening is the Shmoneh Esrei. In it, there is 13 out of the 19 blessings that are requests. And that's the crux of davening. However, the Rambam paskins that a d'oraisa davening must start with shevach and end with hoda'ah. Start with praise and end with thanks, with the request in the middle. And many a times, I believe that we forget the thanks. We love to daven to God when we need something, but once it's given to us, it's very rare that we offer a proper tefillat hodayah to God. Avram Avinu teaches us to do just that. Just like there was a korban todah in the times of the Beit HaMikdash, where we would bring a thanksgiving sacrifice to God for various extraordinary events that happened to us. And we say Mizmor LaToda every day in davening, with the exception of Shabbos and Yom Tov. For the things that happen every day that are not extraordinary, we have an obligation to thank God when things like this happen. I'll just end with a beautiful story about my Rebbe and mentor, Rav Lichtenstein Zecher Tzadik Levracha. His daughter gave birth, and unfortunately there was a little bit of a complication, so everyone outside the labor room was saying Tehillim. It wasn't a terrible complication, but a complication is a complication. They were all saying Tehillim. Then the doctor came out and said everything's fine. So everyone closed their books and said, thank God everything's fine. But they saw that Rav Lichtenstein is continuing davening. Because he was an older man, they thought maybe he didn't hear, maybe he's in another world. So they went up to him and they said, Saba, grandfather, or Abba, father, everything's fine now, you can close the Tehillim. Rav Lichtenstein smiled, looked at his son-in-law, tapped him gently on the cheek and said, and now that everything's fine, he doesn't deserve thanks? We stop our Tehillim because everything's fine, or we continue with other prakim of Tehillim, other chapters that talk about thanksgiving to God? That was the legacy of Avraham Avinu, and that's our legacy in davening too. We request when we need it, but we dare not forget to thank. Have a good and wonderful Shabbos.